Welcome everyone to the OTECH Pros weekly webinar, which is held every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, we now have a 2-hour webinar, plenty of time for you to learn and for you to interact with the panelists and gain knowledge. Thank you for being here. Our topic today is OnPassive, the solution to business challenges. This is a very, very hot topic, I think, and something that is in the realm of our speakers today. They are very familiar with business challenges and solutions. So we are going to begin now with our OTECH Pros, Bob Takusi.
All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Bob from Bel Air, Maryland. I'm your friend, like our CEO says. It's a pleasure being here again today. Good morning to Brother Maddie, Brother Tony, my fellow OTECH brothers, Oliver, Collins, and Vincent, and also to you, Auntie Lynn. And to all our viewers, I see we have about 108, and the number is rapidly climbing. Thank you for spending your early hours of this Saturday with us. Like Auntie Lee said, our topic of today is OnPassive, the solution to the solution to business challenges. By its very nature, that is what OnPassive is. Our CEO is a problem solver, you know, and this solution, OnPassive, is indeed that system that is going to help businesses solve their problems. You know, I always make reference to this video that is in our back office. That was put there sometime last year. The video talks about OnPassive being an equal opportunity business for all, every business, whether you are large or small, building technology, building tomorrow's technology today. Today's technology, or tomorrow's technology which is being built today, is built with what? The latest technology that we know. The latest technology driving businesses is artificial intelligence. We know that that's who we are. That's what we are. We are being built up from ground up. We know that we are integrated. OnPassive is integrated, and the system is automated. You know, the architecture, the way OnPassive is put together from the ground up is being put mindful of making sure that business problems are being solved. OnPassive is going to help businesses. Let me go back. Let's actually look at what OnPassive is. When we talk of OnPassive, there's a jargon, there's a phrase that we talk of, CATMO. Remember CATMO? CATMO is a complete digital system that is powered by artificial intelligence for targeted traffic for all of us. So you make money while you are asleep. CATMO. So OnPassive, by its own definition, by what we know of, is a total digital system that every business, everyone, whether you are big, small, mid-size, you have something in that massive ecosystem that you can use to help you enhance your business. Our products right now, as we speak, are over market value. The ones that are ready to be deployed to the market, they are over market value. They are coming into the marketplace better than any product that is currently existing right now in the industry, with features that are yet unknown to be seen. And then they build them all, and we create what we call single sign-on. So when you are inside the OnPassive ecosystem, whatever package you choose for your company, you don't need to sign in and out. It solves that problem. So whatever package you choose, you can navigate from one application of OnPassive to another without the hassles of signing in, signing out, signing in, and signing out. So that is a great problem that is being solved for businesses. We'll tell you most help desk support analysts will tell you that most of their problems, the calls that they get every day has to do with password issues. So that is elevated right away with an OnPassive ecosystem when you are part of our system. The products of OnPassive will help businesses a lot. It will fast track completion of tasks and increase productivity. We're going to go into some of these products individually to show you how that is going to be done. When you implement OnPassive products within your system, that's what you gain. Tasks are done efficiently. You know, it will increase productivity. OnPassive also helps businesses to lower production costs because we are coming in, administrative costs, sorry, because we are coming in, we are unmetered. OnPassive products are unmetered. We talk of licenses and all that. Those problems are taken away by OnPassive when you are within our system. And of course, it helps you, you know, to be able to identify and target your customers. Remember, OnPassive is driven by artificial intelligence, self-learning. The older the system gets, the age of the system, it perfects itself. It gets better and better and better. So with time, OnPassive targets your customers and sends you the exact customer that is not warranted for your business, your specific business purposes and needs. So I'm going to send it back to you, Auntie Lynn, and then we'll continue the conversation from one phase or one step to the next.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. We now go on to Mr. Marty DeGarmo, who would like to take the floor. Go ahead, Marty.
Thank you, Bob. Excellent, man. Excellent. I want to look at this from the point of view of, let's say, a marketer and business, and try to add to what Bob is saying and how OnPassive will bridge that gap that's been there for, well, an MLM, at least online, for probably 30 years, 25, 30 years. In MLM, the biggest problem for people, and I'm gonna name some problems, and then I'm gonna go back and say real quickly how OnPassive will change that. Most people in the businesses online, they have a lack of marketing skills, right? Too many marketers are struggling due to their lack of marketing skills. Most marketers get on the intention, I want to make money, but they don't realize in order to do it with normal online businesses, you have to have some type of skills. Another big problem, and this is one of the biggest ones, is running out of leads, running out of visitors, running out of people that you can have come look at whatever product it is you're selling for whatever company it is. Because in the past, the companies do not help you with any of this. Oh, they give you ideas, you could go do this, you could do, but they tell everybody that. Once again, you're talking to people that don't have the skills, they don't know how to generate leads. A major problem is companies focus on recruiting, but they stop focusing on the customer. So while a company is recruiting driven and not customer driven, eventually most of these companies, in fact, you'd have a hard time naming 10 that have been around more than a year. Now, there's some that's been around decades. Okay, they made it, but think about the casualties of war in marketing online and businesses, because their focus is on how many more people can I get to share this business. And why do they need to do that? It goes back to number 1 and 2. One is lack of marketing skills. So let's go to the next one. If he can get 10, the next guy can get 10. They don't care, as long as the numbers are growing slowly but surely. But because the focus is so driven on we need to get marketers because we can't get customers. But while they're doing that, what are they doing? They're neglecting the customer, right? It's over focusing on recruiting. The business was not set up to recruit. The business was set up to satisfy a customer with a need or a want from some type of product. Here's another one. A lot of marketers or so-called marketers, most of them are not marketers, I hate to say it, they're just not. But most of these people that want to be marketers come in with unrealistic expectations. They see the Tony Robbins, they see all the people. Oh, I would love to have millions of dollars a year. I'd like to be 100 pounds less. You know, some of that stuff just isn't going to happen. And the realistic is, so they lose hope. They lose their mojo is what happens, because they're beat down because they don't have the skills. They're beat down because they don't know how to get the leads. And they still see that 1 or 1.5% making it. They think it's bigger than that, but it's not. It's about 1%, 1.5%. About 2% don't tell the truth. And a lack of business mentality. You have to think business to be good at it. You can't think the 9-to-5 person, I'm going to clock in, I'm going to go to lunch, I'm going to go out on lunch, I'm going to clock out, and if I'm lucky, every year I get 2 weeks vacation. That mentality will kill you. So it's already stacked against you, as you see, and I've only read about 4 or 5. And one of them that people just don't want to hear is laziness. Some people want to get in, push a button, and say, I win. Well, he did it. I can do it. Well, he didn't do it that easy. And the guy that you think's doing so well, he's struggling. He's working like a mule. Even if he can drive leads and create his own traffic, he's struggling. If he backs off on that gas pedal 1 second, he loses everything he has. I talked to a guy that made 80 grand a month. A year later, he lost his home. And what was the reason? One of the 5 or 6 I just told you. Because no matter how good he was, 99% of the people that tried to bring people in couldn't. Why? Because of the 5 or 6 things I just mentioned. It's a vicious circle over and over and over. They don't have to like it. They don't have to think I can do something about it. It's facts. Now, let me run this back to you again. OnPassive is going to fix this, and I'm going to tell you how step by step. Lack of marketing skills. In OnPassive, you don't need marketing skills. They drive traffic for you. You don't need 5, 6, 10 years to learn how to drive traffic to a business that may not be around in 6 months. Running out of leads. They run the traffic for you. You'll never run out of leads. As long as there's people being born, you have a lead with OnPassive. Focusing on recruiting. This is a company-based business. The focus is on value. The company's driving the traffic. But their main thing is value. They never mention money. You don't have to mention money if you have the ingredients of money. And that's what OnPassive has. Right? Unrealistic expectations. People are told when they walk in OnPassive, get in and you will win. Nobody's told, and if they are, it's a mistake, you're going to make X amount in month 1, X amount in month 2, X amount. That's a bad mentality. But you are told you will win. I've never been in a business that tells you that. And I believe from what I've seen in 3.5 years, I've already won, and the part that I'm about to win is going to blow us away. Farther than I've ever dreamt of any company doing. Lack of business mentality. If you're in, you win. You can learn how to think business. You have time. Why? Because the business is done for you. because you're a little slow at picking up what's going on. It doesn't matter. The business is aces. It's the best of the best. It covers all of those lacking skills or mentality of business. I mean, what are the chances you bring in a few thousand people and they'll have a business mentality? They don't. But with OnPassive, you have the time to learn that business mentality. And it doesn't make or break you. Why? Because if you're in, you win. It's done for you. Laziness. And OnPassive, you can make it even if you're lazy. If you're plugged in, now you can go faster because I'm a guy about time. Time's a precious thing to me. I want to get where I want to get quicker than not. So you can make that happen if you pick up on the laziness. And I found in this company, even people that might have called themselves lazy are starting to motivate themselves in the business because the business draws the best out of you. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marty DeGarmo. Wow, you covered quite a bit just in those few short minutes that you spoke. And I know that Tony Monk will want to chime in on what you just said. So, Tony, this is a good time for you to share.
Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Yeah, great, Marty. That was awesome. Thank you, Bob. Fantastic. I'm going to bring it up from a business perspective. Marty brought it up from the individual perspective, coming into a multi-level marketing company and the challenges that they face. But let's talk about what businesses face as far as challenges are concerned. And there's many, many challenges, but one of the major challenges is attracting customers to their business. Okay, with OnPassive, we obviously have that solution. It's called OTECH. Now, with artificial intelligence behind the system, working behind the system, brings in the guaranteed traffic leads that this business needs. So the traffic that's coming in is looking for exactly what the business has. Let's say, for example, it's a business that sells soaps. Maybe some of you have seen that before, where they have different types of soaps and different fragrances and so on. Now it's very expensive for a business to market to the world, to try to bring in the proper customers, the right customers to buy those particular products. But with our old traffic, with artificial intelligence behind the scene, working behind the scene, is going to bring the traffic that soap business needs. These people are looking for those soaps now or even yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So now the business is going to come in. They're going to, the solution is the lack of traffic that they're going to be getting from OnPassive, right? They're going to look at the platform. Now they're going to come in on a consistent basis, month after month, because they love the idea that our company is bringing the traffic that they need. Now they're going to be looking around the platform. What are they going to look at? They're going to see, obviously, for a business, you need an HR platform, right? They're going to look at old staff and they're going to say, oh my God, this is way better than what we have. Old staff, right? They're going to love old staff. They're going to buy old staff and they're going to use old staff. Okay. They're going to keep looking around. They're going to see OConnect and different products and tools that we have in OnPassive. We have the solution that every individual person that Marty was talking about wants. And we have the solution for every business that's going to be coming in to OnPassive as well. Okay, so we have something for everybody here, and businesses are king. I mean, customers are king, right? So the customers are going to come in. They're going to love what we have because we have everything they want. Remember, we have something that 5 billion people use on the planet. You know, remember not too long ago, I mentioned, I said, how long does it take to count to 5 billion? So it gives you an idea of how big 5 billion is. It takes 244 years to count to 5 billion. That's a huge market, And we have the solution for everybody, businesses, individuals, grandmothers, grandpas, anybody you can possibly imagine. I'll pass it back to you, Lynn. That's all I have for now. Thanks.
Thank you. In other words, OnPassive is the answer to all our business challenges. That's why that's our topic. It's so perfect. All right, next we go on to Collins, Mana.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, viewers, those who are watching online and with us here. You're all welcome. Just want to greet my brother Tony, Maddie, well said. Bob, you just nailed it on the head. So we're talking, the topic today is OnPassive, the solution to business challenges. So I would just like to look at Mr. Ash, for a while and then look into OnPassive. The reason why Mr. Ash Mufara built this company. Mr. Ash Mufara already, we know, is a guru in IT. We know he is also a guru in marketing. And most of the software we have out there, Mr. Ash Mufara have used most of them. He knows the problem that business are facing because he have already used it in real life. He knows all the challenges and he said, you know what? I want to do something better. It is not good enough. What is out there is not good enough. It's not really, solving the problems because we are talking, business, especially the way humans are now, we are moving very, very fast. People want to do their job more efficiently and effectively. People don't want to, especially business don't want to, buy a lot of software just to do one single job. You need this software, integrate them together. It costs them a lot of money. So Mr. Ash Mufara look at it, and even with all the integration, there are still limitations within those software. So he knows that this is what we need at this point in time. He come on to do what? To build disruptive technology. Technology that you can use only a single product and it will do all what you want. For instance, look at our old mail. You go to the back office and what it is now, it is mind-blowing. Look at old stuff. Sometimes I think I've discussed with our brother here, Bob, Oliver, looking at our old stuff, we said maybe it's about 7 applications integrated into one platform to give us a single old stuff with all the technologies and disruptive functionalities within old stuff. There are just many, many, many. Now, when we look at it again, we're talking about customization of our software. Business want their software to be customized according to their need. You tailor it according to their need. That's already a means to solve business challenges. We solve them by customizing them. Can we customize our software? Of course, yes. Can we integrate it to what is out there? Of course, yes. Mr. Ash Mufara look at all these in loopholes of all the other applications out there and say, you know what? I will fill this gap, fill this gap, fill this gap to make our software more disruptive, and more easy to use. Where time frame is matter. Because when it comes to business, time is money. Nobody wants to waste time using a software that you can take, for instance, say hours only to understand the software, hours to log in, hours just to do a job for 15 minutes. So Mr. Ashbara decided and looked and said, no, how do we cut down time frame so that businesses can use it, do what they want to do, and then come out without spending too much time. So the valuable time they'll be wasting on, looking into the application, understanding it, that valuable time can be spent to do their job. That is what we are talking about OnPassive, the solution to business challenges. How it can solve it from one end to the other. My brother Bob talked about single sign-on. We cannot keep too many passwords. Sometimes most of us are working. You go out within the weekend, you come back on Mondays and you forgot maybe half of your password. You start to call support, please, I've forgotten my password because there are just too many. We're talking about single sign-on. And the time support will even maybe generate a new password for you. Brother Vincent will say that because password is not a priority. Maybe they are priority jobs. So they will come down. So you are talking half a day for you to wait for support to give you your login back again. So we're talking about business challenges. This OnPassive is coming to bridge that gap where, business will come in, participate, use the software with ease, solve their problem. One, the price point and the way the software is sophisticated, and it's also easy to use. The interface is just so well and integrated with each other. We're talking about AI driven as well. There are just lot within our software which will solve all of those gaps, bridge those gaps within the for all the business. the planet. And OnPassive is the answer for all business. So thank you, Auntie Lynn. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Collins. As you can see, OnPassive is here to bridge all gaps that businesses experience. Next, we go on to Vincent Ete. You can unmute yourself, Vincent.
Thank you, Antolin. Yes. Okay. Thank you, my brothers. Thank you to Tony. Have a great presentation, Brother Marty, Bob, Collins. Yeah, they did a great job so far. So good. So today we're talking about the solution to business challenging. So solution to business challenging. I will talk about the business OnPassive. So OnPassive is our business. Thanks to our CEO for bringing this great company together and also bringing people together. So the fact that we are here sitting talking about OnPassive is also a business challenging, because without OnPassive, we wouldn't be in this place to talk about business. So this is the greatest OnPassive have done for us, is a business challenging as well. So business challenging, dealing with too many competitors in the field. Like we have the challenges dealing with too many competitors in the same field. Like today, we are in the world market today, so we are dealing with too many competitors. This is the challenging. So solution is to bring to the new market what to the customers business that we have and then they don't have. So we want them to know exactly where we have, and then also the wide collection of our business, so that they can know exactly where we have in our ecosystem. So this is also a solution. So a solution, like Collins also mentioned, that our solution, like what customer can buy from us, they can customize to their own product. So this is something that is also challenging to the business. And then finding customers. So the challenging, another challenging, it will be difficult also. The challenging for us, especially when we are starting up a new business, the challenging is to finding customers outside there. So what will make a difference from us is to build a great customer base where people sitting outside there, they will require a lot of time, money, effort, and either relating resources. So it will also make a sell product. So like our product, people using our product, it can make a big difference to them, and so difficult and time consuming to other people sitting there looking for our product. So what they are looking for, we're thinking like something like our data center, for instance. Our data center will bring a lot of solution to business sitting outside there. The solution will bring artificial intelligence system, where I know a lot of companies outside there, they don't have exactly what we have done so far in the market. So this is bringing a bigger solution to the market. We're looking for technology like laser technology. We also bring solution to the business, and then even our all vision. So all this technology also bring a lot of solution to the business market as well. So I would say most of our product today, like even when we talk like OTECH will bring also solution to the business, because they will bring a new way to do business, because we know we have a lot of system outside there, but our OTECH, the performance, the technology tied to our system, also powered by artificial intelligence, all this together bring all the system or technology together will bring a solution to the market. Because what customer they are looking for, something new to the market that they haven't seen it before, or they are looking for different technology, different product, quality of product, so that this is all together will bring a solution to the business. So, Anteline, not taking too much, I will leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Vincent. That was awesome. Now we go on to Oliver Fonte.
Hi, everybody, and I want to thank also all our followers that are out there. You know, I see almost 200 or about 201. I want to thank all of them to come and learn something also, and see how we are interact. It's a more of an interactive webinar. So thank Marty, Red, Tony, and Auntie Lynn for taking your time to organize everything with us for the past 4 months plus. I want to say thank all of you. Yeah, OnPassive, the solution to business challenges. OnPassive alone, when you look from our building of our products from scratch with AI, automated and integration, that is already a solution that no company, no one they do have. You know, just those three alone has put us that the challenges. A lot of companies will come to us because we've already beaten them, all the other companies out there, or outsmart them with our AI and automation. All companies now, even myself, yourself, all of us want everything to be automated now, because with all the manual work now that people were doing takes time. Like my brother Connie said, it takes time. Now everything is automated. Automation now comes in, you know, and all those handwork, manual work, tactical work, now everything is automated. It makes us understand that we are the solution to the business challenges, you know, because a CEO will not want to take something that he would do for 1 hour or 30 minutes. It would take him or she maybe 2 hours. For example, our own mail, like what our CEO demonstrated to us the other day, that you will just lie on your couch and you talk, you give the content of your email and you say send, it's sent. It's automated within minutes, seconds. So those are the type of stuff that our challenges come with. Then come again, we have our products. We have the price. The products are above market value. What we have now in the market, there's no match with what we do have now in the market, because all our products are embedded with AI in it, and it can be integrated with other products. You know, so we have our price. Price also, as my other colleagues have mentioned, is we have affordable price. You know, so whatever the price is now in the market, we are going to beat them with the price. And customer service or customer satisfaction, our customers are going to be satisfied because they are going to have the best of the products, you know, for also affordable price. That we cannot beat that also in the market. Look at our employees also. Look at their salaries, compounded salaries, monthly compounded salaries. And we do maintain, OnPassive maintain their employees. OnPassive doesn't fire or they will say that you come and work for 2 years contract or 1 year contract. After that, they dump you or they send you back, they ship you back to your country. Like the other tech companies here, Microsoft, Google, they are doing. They want to take employees then from India and come give them 2 years contract, 1 year contract. After they finish their project, they send them back. No, we maintain our employees. Why do we maintain our employees? So that they should be more efficient, more discovery, more update that they will be doing. And the more they do it, and familiarizing themselves with AI, those are the challenges that the solution for the challenges that OnPassive is going to have. The CEO hire some other employees. Their product, what they do, they just sit in Hyderabad, brainstorm. You know, how those products, how are we going to improve on those products? Those are the solutions that we are going to bring on the table. Let me also talk about security, because no matter what we will talk and go where we go, security is the key. Because those data that we are going to deal with, our customers, their data, we have to respect them. They must be secured. And with the work of AI, artificial intelligence, our security, you will not be able to beat them. Not at all. You will not be able to beat our security. Our security is the top because it comes with AI, spams free. You know, also with our email. Most companies are going to save money from email engineering department, email security department, because they will not have all those spams. So that is a major solution there. Then, like we always say, that CEOs will refer CEOs to OnPassive because of our products, how affordable our products are. You know, above market value. It is big, because anything any CEO want to talk, being in the industry is about budget. And what eat money in any company is the software that they use. Look at OTECH alone. OTECH, where we all work, my brothers, they will have 5 different applications for OTECH. 5 different applications for OTECH. Now we have for human resource, I'm sorry. But now we do have one. Everything combined in one. That is a major solution to our business challenges. That the company is going to save money, put more money into employee their pocket, and like the CEO said, that OnPassive is going to be the solution for the stimulus plan. I'll leave it there until then.
Thank you, Oliver. All right, now we go on to Mr. Redford. You can take the floor.
Hey guys, everyone hear me okay? Cool, nice to be here. Sorry I was a bit late, but I was just doing my live. So I had to do that and I got wet, never mind. So we're talking about business and OnPassive. Now, I want to take it right back to basics as far as business is concerned. They say you need 3 things to be successful in business, and that is location, location, and location. Why do they say that? Well, they say that plainly and simply because it means you are going to get either footfall, which is people passing your business, or you are going to get eyes on your business. And that is what is so important as far as a business is concerned. If people do not see you, and that is your product, your service, whatever you are doing, they are not going to buy, you are not going to sell. Plain and simple. So how is OnPassive going to help the business person out there? How is it going to improve their chances of having the right location online? And at the end of the day, that is what is so important. You have so many companies that promise you first page of Google. Why are they promising you that? Because you're the first eyes to be seen online. And that's what they are striving to do, to have their business, when someone puts anything in the search engine of Google and their product fits the bill, they want to be on that first page, because they say that retention of people scrolling is seconds. And I mean, maybe 2.5 seconds, I think people scroll for, something like that, before they move on. So you have to be there in their eye to begin with, right at the beginning. This is why they pay for ads. This is why Google are a multi-billion-dollar company, because they are paying that company to be on that first page. So what is OnPassive going to do? They are going to put, for a start, from word go, they are going to put your company's products and services in front of, from day one, 1.5 million people. Day one. Okay, it's going in front of you, that 1.5 million people. Within another month, how many is it going to be? 2 million? 3 million? I have no idea. But this is how it is all going to work. This is why Ash Mufareh said, we are going to be the hunted. Yes, at the beginning, we are going to be paying an awful lot of money for advertising. And we are going to advertise everywhere. We're going to be on billboards. We're going to be Burj Khalifa, for instance, TV, radio, Google, Facebook, absolutely everywhere we will be advertising. And over time, what's going to happen is it's going to turn turtle. Companies are going to start wanting to advertise with us because we have the consumership. We have the people that are there that are going to be looking at their products. So regardless of all of our products, and they are superior, above market value, as we are told, and you can pick any of them. Don't forget, what was OnPassive first designed to do back in 2018? It was a digital marketing platform specifically designed to have all of these products and services for marketing a business online in one place. And there was commissions involved as well. But that was the whole ethos of it in the very first beginning. So that has never changed, right? As far as businesses are concerned, If you are in the OnPassive ecosystem, you will be able to use the products and services of OnPassive to your business advantage. Every business has a marketing budget. What do they do with that marketing budget? Most of them spread it far and wide, but they always track how successful each one is. When it becomes successful, they end up probably putting more money into the one that is more successful. Just imagine that they put some into OnPassive on day one. They have a fantastic return. Remember, what did Ashmi Farah said about the rate of investment return as far as traffic was concerned? He's looking at 20% plus. Most companies are happy if they get 1 to 3%. So just imagine the amount of revenue that will be coming into OnPassive as far as advertising is concerned, if people are going to get those sort of returns on people looking at their business. So quite simply, OnPassive really is changing the way that people are going to advertise their businesses online. The old traditions are going to be history. The new way is going to be the OnPassive way. Ashmi Farah has told us we will be having training sessions for businesses on how to market online because of the OnPassive way. We are showing the way. We are driving forward the new way of doing business and advertising online. They are going to come to us whether they like it or not, because they want to have the best location, anywhere on the internet. That's all for me. Back to you, Lynn.
Thank you. Great points there. What we're going to do now is I want to take it to the gallery so we can all appear. So right now we're at the point where we're going to be taking questions and comments from the attendees here. And we have one at this time that I would like to relay to you. So attendees, if you have questions and comments, you can write them in the question and answer section. That's the easiest for us to see because it doesn't scroll up and up like the chat does. So if you can put your questions into the Q&A section, that would be very helpful. And if you don't not know how to see that, then just type your question into the chat. Our panelists will all be attending to the chat, and we will be selecting questions and comments that are appropriate and relevant to the topic at hand, which is OnPassive, the solution to business challenges. So I'm asking our panelists to help us decipher the chat. I do have a relevant question asked by Sheikh Taj of India. So we can start with this person's question. Hi, hello, all the great dedicated leaders. Oh, not that one, sorry. There was another one. Let me find it. Okay, for some reason I clicked the wrong button and it disappeared. But this person was saying that he's very excited about the marketing aspect, but he has no idea about marketing. And he was wondering if OnPassive will be doing some training or guidance as far as marketing, because he's very excited about it. So I figure one of you can go ahead and answer that question. Just unmute. Probably one of our marketing guys can answer that.
If no one's else taking it, I'll take it. As far as training services on marketing is concerned, as far as the company is, they will not be giving training videos for marketing. They will be giving training videos for how each product is going to work. And then if that is something that you want to use for your marketing, then you can go and market that as well. But this is where Academy comes in. Remember that one product, Academy? There will be some of us here that are marketers, and we will probably be putting training sessions up on Academy as far as how to market online. That is how it will work. As far as the company is concerned, there will not be anything official as far as marketing. It's not an area they want to get into. Okay, this is individual, up to you. You market however you like. They are supplying us with the products and services for you to use to market. But some of us here who are marketers, Tony is, I know, I know Marty DeGarmo is, and many of us will be plugging into Academy and basically doing training sessions through Academy and OConnect on how to market online using the products of OnPassive. Back to you, Lynn.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add to that, Lynn, if I could.
Sure.
Perfectly stated, Red. You're 100% right. Absolutely 100%. But we also have to understand too, for the people that do not know how to market, remember, it's also a plug and play system. Okay, it's an automated system. The system will automatically market for you, so you don't need to market. Okay, so I just thought I'd throw that in there for some of you that think that you might need to have you might think you have to market. You don't have to market. The marketing part of it, like Red just said, are for the people that know how to market, like myself and Red and Marty and many other people. But it's an automated system. The company's going to market for you, so you don't need to market. Okay, just thought I'd throw that in there. Thank you.
Yeah, cracking point. I actually did that. My live today was about specifically about choices, and this was all I talked about. Was OnPassive is designed for a totally 100% automated process, so you don't have to do anything. But if you are the type of person who wants to get going, get busy, get to your goal quicker, then that's where myself, Tony, Marty, others are all going to come into play and help you if you want to do it. But it's a choice at the end of the day. It's not something that you have to do. You're still going to be very successful having this automated. Fantastic work, Tony.
Thank you. I think we answered that question quite well. Thank you. I see a question here from Tuciman, Tuciman, who asked, how can we be so sure that our products are going to sell? So someone can take that. How are we so sure our products are going to sell?
I can do that.
Let Marty go on that one. Yeah.
How we could be sure that our products are going to sell is they're selling now by the billions of dollars a year. Zoom is out there. All these products are out there with a different name. The difference will be the value that you get from OnPassive. The Zoom that you're watching now is $10,000 a month. Okay, when you see OnPassive come out with OConnect, look at the comparison. For one thing, it'll be unlimited, and the value will be off the chart different. The value of all the products will blow you away. And the AI induced that every product has. Listen, it's not like we reinvented, we didn't make something new. We're taking what was out there and made it better. That's how we know it's going to sell. Ash didn't try to reinvent something. He said, what we have is garbage, let's make it better. So when you compare the two, you'll find one of them doesn't belong on the chart, and it won't be OnPassive. So that's how we know it's going to sell, because it's already selling. Very smart. We're not reinventing a wrench. It is what it is. We took what was out there and made it much, much better because it was customer driven. Wasn't driven by the big buck. So you'll see really quick why it sells. It's selling right now by the billions and billions of dollars.
Marty, let me just add to that.
Okay.
Oh, Bob, you want to come in? Let me just add and then you come in. I like this type of question sometimes. It really like make me go crazy. I don't know if it's because I'm in technology. So what I want to say here is most IT company out there are making a lot of money with rubbish technology they are building. We know them. First, we have to remember that we are now in the technology age. And technology is still a virgin, a fertile ground. It's just like you tell a farmer that this cow or this goat you are rearing, how are you sure that you're going to sell it? And you know people need food. or this vegetable you are planting, how are you sure that you're going to sell it? And we know we need food in this world. Technology is the food for this era. Is the food. And what Mr. Ash Mufara have done, as Madi said, is nothing new because they're already there. It's just that we have made it better. You know, you are already there because a lot of people don't know that they're already consumed by technology. And if you don't follow the digital age, you know what? Technology will leave you behind. It's just like you say you don't want to use a Visa or a MasterCard. What will happen? You will not take your money in the bank because now check is disappearing. You know, all of those things, papers, it's just like people are going paperless. That is technology. But we are talking about disruptive technology in our ecosystem. If you have really taken a close look into the OnPassive ecosystem, you'll never ask this type of question you're asking, that how do you know you're going to sell? We have OPAL. Mr. Ashford don't need to promote OPAL. All of us will use it. All of us will use OPAL. It's better than what Skype or WhatsApp we are using. It will kick all of those in the bucket. Look at Telegram. The person who asked that question, when Facebook has this issue where there's like this shutdown of Facebook, what happened? Telegram made a lot of money. Telegram made a lot of money. Within 6 hours, they made a lot of money. That is technology. We are talking about OnPassive Camo is something so sophisticated and disrupt and really, you know, it is really the nature of OnPassive. It's something you cannot even doubt it. You cannot even doubt this. Mr. Ash Mufara can just sit alone and say, I don't need any founder and become the world richest man. The world richest man. Overnight, there is something that he's not interested in because he wants to give it. So if you're a founder, my goodness, you are in a better place. OnPassive is the place to be if you understand what we are talking about.
All right, who was, oh, I see. This is a good system, panelists. When you want to chime in, raise your hand. That'll be a cue, then we won't talk over each other. What do you think? Raising hands will probably work. So we're going to recognize Red right now. Go for it, Red.
I was just going to chip in actually really quickly. I love this subject as well, you know, because it actually makes me laugh really. And I'm going to piggyback on what Marty said about we are bringing something new that's already there. Now, everybody cast your minds back, okay, when Google wasn't the big town guy in town. AOL, Ask Jeeves, remember them? Where are they that now? There was nothing wrong with them. They were fantastic in their day, but something better, something new, something that the consumer wanted to use because it ticked their boxes. And that's why their other companies are not here now. It's not because they didn't do the job properly. It's not because they weren't good at the time. It's just that a new, better technology company has come along with the same thing, but made it better. What the hell do you think OnPassive is doing? Right? They are bringing what we've got better than anything else that's out there now. And it's going to be 100% consumer driven. Whether businesses like it or not is immaterial. It will be the user, the consumer, that will drive it forward. And they are going to, everybody does it on a daily basis. You go shopping, you're down the aisle, you buy cornflakes because you like cornflakes. You go down the aisle one time, new brand up there, 2 for 1. So you're getting 2 for the price of 1. You take it home, you try it. Oh, these are nice, aren't they? I'm going to stick with this because they're cheaper and they're the same or better. We do it all the time. You know, whenever we're shopping, you want that bargain. You want something that's going to give you value. So this is what we are bringing to table. Any angle that you can think of, our CEO and company has already thought of it and implemented it whilst we're just thinking about it. Every angle has been covered. Doesn't all roads go to Rome? Period. It doesn't matter what you're looking for, where you're going, they're all going one way. OnPassive. And guess how people are going to get there? Through us founders. Plain and simple. Win, win, win. Back over to you guys.
That was great, Red. Awesome. Now we go to Bob.
Yeah, Red, you just took that out of from me, but You know, let's look at our products, what we are actually bringing. The thing is that we are using most of these products now currently. We are saying here that there is absolutely no match to the person who posed that question. OnPassive products are over market value based on what we know, what we are seeing right now in the industry. There's just no match to what OnPassive is bringing in. You know, let's look at OSTAF. Oliver talked about OSTAF when he spoke. You know, OSTAF is a product that is combining almost 6 or 7 different, depending on your company structure, 6 or 7 different applications. You know, you come into work, you at the end of the week, you put in your timesheet, right? That you've worked your 40 hours. You want to, you are sick, you go to a different application to put in your sick time. You want to take time out to put in, you want to check your pay for the week, you go to a different application. You want to do training. So there are about 5 or 6 different applications. OnPassive comes, puts that together in one application for you. Every company is going and makes it better. It's better than each of those applications. And all these companies are multi-million-dollar corporations. OnPassive brings them, puts them in one application. Each of those types of stuff that you see, there are multi-million-dollar companies. OnPassive brings them, puts them in one application for you to use. You don't have to go in, come out, and log in, and it just makes your life easier. You know. So what are you going to do? Administrative costs are brought down. Each CEO wants to see their costs down, like Oliver says all the time, and increase productivity. That's what is happening. Are you going to get the OnPassive OSTAF, or you keep on buying multiple different applications, bring it into one HR system that you have, paying licenses? Because each of these products, whether your company has 1,000 employees or 100 employees, you pay for the licenses for each of those users. Those people are using those applications. So multiply, let's say you have 1,000 employees, multiply that by 5, you know. So you're paying for 5,000 licenses for all these products for your OSTAF. But OnPassive is coming and giving you your OSTAF for your HR product, or your system. OnPassive is giving you a system which is unmetered. That is, I mean, that's no brainer. Back to you, Anthony.
Thank you, Bob. We go now to Oliver.
No, I just, Bob just
Oh, he said what you said.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to pick another question from the Q&A. So people, you're doing a great job, attendees. I see some really good questions in the Q&A. We will be selecting questions that we feel are relevant to our topic today. So the next question that I'm going to select is Kushbu Agrawa from Nepal is here. Thank you for joining us. And he says, sir, I have a shop for garments. Could I take it to an OnPassive, and how? In other words, how can he benefit? He has garments for sale. Any one of you can take that. Red, go ahead.
Okay, 2 ways, okay, that you can do this. In fact, 3 ways, really. We're going to have a commerce, OCommerce, okay, so you'll be able to market your website through OCommerce, which is going to be one of the products of OnPassive. We've got O Marketplace as well, which is another part where you'll be able to put specific items of your garments for sale in the marketplace of OnPassive. And also the other thing as well is you will be able to buy targeted traffic to your website of your business. So those 3 ways are 3 individual ways that you will be able to get either eyes on your products or be able to offer your products for sale. Back to you.
Thank you. Great answer. We have another good question by John Wilkes. He asks, do you foresee Microsoft, Google, and the bigger platform providers coming to OnPassive to improve their businesses? So big corporations, will they come to us for our products and services?
Absolutely, 100%, Lynn. Yeah, we have everything that every business has. We have all the products and services. We have the guaranteed traffic that they're going to need to attract customers for their businesses. We have a human resources platform called OStaff. We have ODesk. We have OConnect, which is a platform like Zoom, except a heck of a lot better than Zoom here. And it's all under one umbrella. And with the OConnect, for example, they're able to connect with people around the world. If this company has offices in different parts of the world, they'll be able to connect with their managers and their employees through OConnect. We have everything everyone needs in OnPassive. We have the solution for absolutely everyone and every businesses. Like I said earlier, grandmas, grandpas, we have a social platform for people that just love to go on social platforms and talk to their friends and families and so on. We have everything everybody needs. And corporations, absolutely. That's what this was built for, mainly for corporations to come in as customers to use our products. And we also created other things like, for example, the plug and play system for people that don't have a business, but yet they want to make some money. We have that too. We have the plug and play system. So we have, like I said, we have everything for everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. We go on now to Marty DeGarmo to elaborate further.
Yeah, customers will definitely come to OnPassive. The reason will be the same reason that they go to Facebook now. We will become the hunted. We will be the consumer. You hit tens of millions of people, maybe a billion, and what are we really? We're consumers. So big companies will come here to advertise what they have to sell. No doubt about it. It's happening on Facebook every day. It happens in Google every day. This will be the place to go. Why? They can come to the marketplace. They can ask the company, hey, I'd like to put an ad on people's pages, your website. You can okay it. And they put on something, maybe Nike's got shoes or whatever it is. Absolutely big companies will come here. I actually believe that MLM companies will come so that they can also give their affiliates the tools. The tools in OnPassive can help them drive their business. So we answer a lot of problems for many, many companies. So yeah, they will definitely be working and need what we have, which one thing will be consumer. So
Thank you, Marty. Bob Takusi is next.
Yes, let me just add one thing. Thank you, Tony. You just opened my brain a little bit. You know, when Tony talked about OConnect, our products are going to be used by all these companies. Google, they're all multi-billion-dollar corporations. They have their products and services. Yes, they're going to use us to enhance themselves as well. Let's just use OConnect that Tony talked about. Remember, Microsoft has what they call Teams. I have Teams. I use Teams. We also have Cisco WebEx. I use both of them. You know, OnPassive comes in. We have our auto language translator, the closed caption, where these companies are multinational. They're in different countries around the world, so they can have this corporate worldwide broadcasts, and our auto translator will help them. Because you are in Japan, you're speaking in Japanese in Japan, and your employees are over here in the United States, they can enable the closed caption and they will hear you in your language. I know that Microsoft does not have that. I've not seen that in Microsoft Teams. I don't know if Oliver has. I know that Cisco has something that they call Cisco WebEx translation services, but they're using a third party to do that translation, but it's just on your screen. It's not multi-translator that we know that OnPassive is bringing. So they are going to need to use us until they enhance their systems to catch up with us. And by the time they catch up with us, we are somewhere else. We are, you know, years away again from them. So yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Tony.
Yeah, I just wanted to, this is a great subject, Lynn. Yeah, absolutely, Bob, 100%. Now, remember, our CEO, Ash, has also stated that eventually Nike or a huge company is going to approach one of us founders, and say, look, can I piggyback off your website? Can I put my ad on your website? Do you realize there's a lot of blogs out there with huge corporations that rent a space on a blog for millions of dollars on a monthly basis? Can you imagine one of these companies, one of these big, huge conglomerates, getting in touch with one of us and asking us if they can put their banner on our website? That's huge. That is huge. When you have a huge corporation that spends that kind of money on a monthly basis, I mean, that's pretty much riches overnight. It's a great concept, and it also it's another revenue of income as well, besides what we already have. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Tony. Oliver.
Yes, OnPassive is good. We are going to have our own university, OnPassive Business University, because a lot of companies who come to us, if you look at our structure, the way the CEO has put the structure of OnPassive, it has never, no company, it has never happened. Look at the way we operate. Look at our products, you know, with AI embedded into automation, integration. Most of the companies, they are doing the patching. They patch. And when you get to some certain level, they will stop, because when you proceed, the whole system will collapse. And for them to start to build a new structure, like my brother Collins always said, that if they want to do it, it will take about 3, 4, 5 years. It took us how many years to come out for OnPassive to be OnPassive what it is? And the structure, this is, we are in more than 4 years now. So OnPassive is going to have OnPassive Business University, that a lot of companies who come to us to come and learn. Look at our data center. Look at our data center. Fiber optic that is connected to all the servers with laser on top of it. Power, we have backup power, 2 backup powers. Internet, we have 2 backup internet. One drop, the other one pick up. You know, our financial system, plan B, plan C. You know, so zero failure. So when we get into the market, game over. There will be nothing like risk. So there's no risk in OnPassive. Yeah, in security, we don't give 100% risk, but for what I know with our system and with our business module, hybrid, there's none. So they will come to us for advice. They will come to us, Mr. Ashmufara, please teach us, how do you do this? How do you go about it? And we are going to give them some lessons. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I see a question from Christy Fernando Chung of Malaysia. It's a business problem type question, so it's relevant. She says, many times, companies' database is lost or sold to certain marketing companies. Is there OnPassive software that can prevent such loss? So I believe any one of us one of you IT people can answer that. Maybe Vincent, because that's your field, database. Oh, go ahead, Oliver.
Let me take it. Maybe Vincent come with comments about. First, our data, our CEO has promised us that our data will not go out. They will not sell our data. That's the first thing. Customer satisfaction. Our data is not like the other companies that everybody's data is out there. Our data is not going to go out there. And the second question was about database. Maybe Vincent will take that, or I can continue. Vincent.
Okay. So our data, yeah. So I would say our data is secure because our CEO, one of the roundtable, he said we have a 2 big database out there. So our big 2 database is more secure. We have an encryption system. We have a database moving. So when the data is moving, is encrypted. When the data is at rest, is also encrypted. So we have also firewall for the database as well. So all the security system for our database is there. So we have the most secure database environment for OnPassive. So for that, I guarantee that we are secure database, and then our database is also secure in the secure data center. So, and then also on top of that is embedded with artificial intelligence system, AI, which in the AI security system in top of all this system, Windows security system. So we have all this security there. And then we have SSL, and then we have a TSL. So all this security is talked to our database. So I guarantee that we have the best secure database in the world at the moment.
Thank you. Bob Takusi can speak next.
Yes, thank you, Vincent. And just to add, our entire database, our CEO told us our entire database is encrypted. That is a very, very expensive venture. Mr. Ashmufara is very, very, very security oriented. To encrypt our entire database, most companies, what they do is they encrypt just the columns, the columns that have personally identifiable information to save money. But Ashmufara encrypts the entire database just to secure it, like Brother Vincent said. So that is guaranteed. And then I want to go back to what Brother Oliver said. Yes, Mr. Ashmufara looked all of us here in the eyes, maybe sometime last year, and told us our data is not going to be so, and I believe him. And then the other one thing that I believe him is because at the end of the day, OnPassive, we are going to be, there's no need for us, for him. People, companies, they sell their data because they want to make money, right? They want to generate more revenue. There's not going to be a need for that for us because we are the data. Everybody is going to be coming to us. So OnPassive and Mr. Ashmufara, they will not need to sell our data out there. And he guaranteed us, he looked us straight in the eyes and said, we are not going to sell your data. And I believe him.
Thank you. I think that answers the question sufficiently. Now we go to Kido, K-H-I-D-O in South Africa. He says, being a founder or reseller, is there a guarantee that you're going to make money? So if the majority will be in it, meaning in OnPassive, who's going to buy these products? As most will be in business either as a founder or reseller. I guess he's saying that we're all in it. So where are the consumers? Where are the people that are going to buy the products of OnPassive? I'm sure one of you can answer that.
Well, let me try, and somebody maybe, oh, okay, sorry, go ahead, Collins.
Go ahead, Collins.
I know the marketers are here, but let me try this. You know, there are questions when they ask, sometimes you flash back to other companies. We are talking about companies out there who also have 2.5 billion customers. Remember, all of us are founders, but will be customers. We are all consumers. Now, when you look at and you ask the question, if all of us are this, who are those to buy? We are the consumers. We are founders, but we are consuming. We are also paying for these products and services. It is not a charity organization. Remember, you subscribe once, you become a founder, and then you have to pay your subscription. And every month, they take the subscription out of your proceed. So you are consuming because you have to pay for it. The fact that you are a founder doesn't mean you don't have to pay. But the only difference with founder is coming off your proceed. And look at resellers, the same thing. Customers, they pay for it month in, month out. And remember, majority of the people will be customers because they don't really, some of them, major companies don't want to make money. They want to buy the product and make the money themselves. Like what Tony said, Lloyd said, Madi have already talked about this. They will come and buy major companies. Remember, Mr. Ashmufara said, companies that are struggling, they will come in a long run, the OnPassive will start to give them something. But there are companies that, they just want to come as customers, buy the product and services, go and use it and make money. And some of them will really do well by using OnPassive products and services. They will make a lot of money because of what we will provide. Remember, it's value, value, value. So majority will be customers. That is it. And the customers will bring money. Whether you are resellers or you are founders, all of us first, we are all customers. So majority of us, we are all customers and we'll consume this product. That's what I want to add in a short way.
Thank you, Collins. Tony.
Yes, thanks, Collins. That was perfect. I just wanted to say this, and maybe Marty can pipe in. let's look at Facebook, for example. We're going to be the hunted. Okay, for one thing, get that in your mind. We're going to be the hunted. Facebook, for example, there's people that just make money within the platform of Facebook. Okay, some people make 7 figures a month on a consistent basis. Okay, so we're like Collins just said, we're going to be customers, we're going to be resellers, we're going to be we're going to be everything in OnPassive. OnPassive is going to be huge. We're going to have billions of people in OnPassive. People need something all the time, not just the products they're using on a monthly basis. People buy plungers for their toilets, or they buy a dishware or plates or what. We're going to have all of these products in our platform, in OnPassive. For example, we're going to be our own world. We're going to have absolutely everything everyone needs. Okay, because we all need something. Just because for example, I've got, let's say I'm using a product in OnPassive on a consistent basis. That's not the only product I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using other products. And then your question for that will be, well, what if you run out of the products? We're always creating products constantly on a consistent basis. We are years ahead of time. So there's always going to be something to use on a consistent basis within the platform of OnPassive, because we are going to be the hunted. People are going to come to us and they're going to join our organization or our planet or universe or whatever you want to call it. And they're gonna have everything they want on our platform to survive. That's all I have to say there. Thank you.
That was great, Tony. Thank you. We go on to Marty DeGarmo now.
Yeah, Lynn, can you do me a favor and read what that question was again?
I deleted it so that I can keep track of what's going on.
Okay. But it was something about how are people going to come in if everybody's already here or something?
Basically, if there's so many of us, we are customers and eventually resellers, who's going to buy our stuff? Because there's so many of us. I guess that was the question.
Okay,
I'm paraphrasing.
I'm going to work on being kind. Hold on a second. Okay. There's almost 5 billion people online. We're about 1 million. I'm not sure where the numbers might be confusing you, but in 1 year, we could be 1% of the company. In 2 years, we could be less than 1/10 of 1%. So we haven't even started yet. If you went to the shore and grabbed a pinch of salt or sand and picked it up, would you see the level of sand decrease? No. And you won't see it increase by throwing it back down again either. We have not touched anything. Everybody is not in. 1 million people are in. That's it. The world's got to come through us to get to OnPassive products. And by the way, he said that probably new products coming monthly. We are so far from being saturated. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that 1 million people and we're done. We could be bringing in 3 million people in a day. I mean, just think about what you're saying. Think about, people got to think a little bigger. You know, I fell for this. When I came in, there was 15,000 people. And I went, man, that's a lot of people. What are we going to do? But OnPassive made me think a little bigger. That's a drop in the bucket. The company hasn't even started building yet. We have 1,400,000 people and they have not advertised to build the company yet. It was all word of mouth. What is going to happen when we get in the market and we say, hey, you can have this or what you have? It's called value. Everybody on the planet wants to get the most for their money. Everyone on the planet. Nobody goes out and says, I can have that for $5. I would much rather spend 10. Nobody I know. So when you have products that are at that value that can't be touched technology wise, they're in super high demand. How do we know? Go look up the market cap on all the products that we have. It's in the trillions. Academy by itself is a $500 billion business a year. Now, where do you think it's going to be in 5 years? You think it's going down or up? It's going up. More and more people are going to want to educate their people from home. Everything we have is on an upward trend. But to think that we're saturated, it's just absolutely insane to even go down that road. This market has not been touched yet. And whether people, is there competition, or is it going to be good enough? It'll be better than anything out there. It'll be better value than anything out there, because we are customer driven, we are value driven, and we are driven by technology and being the best of the best. So we can't compare to companies that were built on greed or maybe capitalism only. I think not. I think you got to think about what we have and where we're going and how we started, and that we didn't even, the gun didn't go off yet. We're getting into the blocks. We haven't started. This is going to blow you away. I mean, if you're thinking that, you've got to think bigger. You got to think bigger. You're in big trouble if you think, oh my God, what are we going to do? Are we big enough? Are you kidding me? We have multiple billion-dollar products. We have multiple companies on one platform, and more to come. By the way, everything you know, less than 10% of what's really going on. You know that iceberg, you see that ice hanging out the top? 99% of it's under the water. You didn't see it yet. That's OnPassive. So remember, we ain't seen nothing yet. But for the love of God, think bigger. Let your mind go. Because if you're stopped at that, man, I wouldn't be in this if I thought that was it. We haven't started yet. The company wants other people to know less. People are coming now already. Other big companies are knocking on the door. What are you guys doing? Trust me, the gun goes off, fasten your seatbelt. Just hold on tight. But don't worry about saturated. We haven't done anything yet. So that's the best way I can explain that. So think bigger, dream bigger. Ed says it every time. If you look at all these businesses and we just took 40% of each one, I don't believe that's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you what I believe, but it's more than that. So what happens? And they're going to come to all of us to get here. You cannot come into, as some people say, Emerald City without walking through one of us first. Can't go around us. You can't go up through Ash. You got to come to one of us. And we're just a dot in the ocean. So be happy, but think bigger. Don't let that, if you're getting up thinking that, my God, you're not in the right boat. Get out of that little canoe and get on the love boat, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's all I got.
Thank you, Marty. I do believe that it's difficult for some people to envision what is coming up in OnPassive. You know, our human brains are limited, and sometimes we cannot anticipate or actually visualize the huge volume this company is going to be doing very, very soon. So thank you for explaining that. It gives us a better perspective. Okay, we go now to Tony Monk.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off what Marty was just saying. He said it perfectly. You know, no disrespect to the person that asked the question, because there's a lot of people that actually think this way. It's a scarcity mindset. People that ask that question come from a scarcity mindset. You've, like Marty said, you've got to think bigger. You've got to expand your horizons. I've said it before. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There's 5 billion people on the internet. You know how long it takes to count to 5 billion? It takes 244 years to count to 5 billion. Even if OnPassive just had half of that market, still over 100 years to count to that many people. Okay, it's a huge market. And when you have that many people, they always want something. So it will never get saturated. And especially if we're constantly creating new products, like I said before, on a consistent basis moving forward, more innovative products. Remember, we have products that's going to change the face of humanity. Our CEO, Ash, said that we have physical products that's going to change the planet, the physical planet that we're looking at, to a much better place. You know, I mean, think about that. Think of how big that is. Okay, stop with the scarcity mindsets. The scarcity mindsets come from places like multi-level marketing, people that did multi-level marketing back then. They thought this as well. They thought, oh my God, you know, if so many people come in, then I can't make any. That's a scarcity mindset. Okay, you've got to think bigger than that. OnPassive is humongous. It's huge. You cannot compare OnPassive to anything. Think about it for a minute. All these big conglomerates, all right, Apple, Amazon, you know, all these big companies that have been around for a while. It took them. They all started in their garage. It took them years to get to billions of dollars, right? We started in the Burj Khalifa, the highest building on the planet. We bought 2 floors. Okay, so think of how big that is. That's not small potatoes. We are a huge company. We have the best products in the world. And you know what? If we don't have a product that humans need, we will create it. There's nothing that will stop us from doing that. You know why? Because we don't have to account to shareholders. We don't have to account to anybody. We're free thinkers. We can move very quickly, very, very quickly without answering to anyone. So it's absolutely amazing. Think big, like Marty said. Stop thinking scarcity and get your mind expanded, because that's what you need to do. And once you do, you're going to start to become inspired and more engaged with what's going on, and you'll be the happiest person on the planet. I can guarantee you that. Thank you.
Thank you. We do need to expand our minds, definitely. Collins, Mana, you're next. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I just want to add something, because when Marty was saying, something came in my mind straight. I said, no, let me just spit it out there, you know. So, you know, when, like, the question I think the person asked about, when we are all customers, resellers, founders, how are we going to make money? Because all of us are in OnPassive. So looking at customer, we're talking about products. Customers, they are buying the products. Resellers, they are still using the products, you know, again. And founders, we are also using the products. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win. Now, look at how customers will come. I want to take only 2 products. We have OMAT and OCommerce. All the big company will do what? They will come and advertise their products in OCommerce and OMAT. That's where they will come. Millions of companies, you know, now most companies want visibility online. And where would they go? OnPassive. Who are those who buy the products? It is us again. Whether they come with, say, Mercedes company, Volvo company, and all of those companies, they'll go to OMAT, or OCommerce. You know, OCommerce will be where they'll be advertising, because they want visibility. Who are those doing the searching for those products? It is us human. It is not aliens. It is us going there. Dresses, Mary Kay, all of them, they will be in there. These are all multi-billion-dollar companies. They are looking for what potential customers to buy their products, and they will come and put it in our OMAT. OMAT is our marketplace. OCommerce is our marketplace. And all of us will be jumping there, buying these products. Jumping there, buying these products. Because what? OnPassive are giving us that platform. So you are customers, regardless of what you want to think. they come and they advertise, they use our platform, they are customers on OnPassive. Who are they selling this product to? They are looking for customers in OnPassive. We are our own monster. You know, we own everything. So we just bring in them and we recycle everybody in spending the money. It's like we want to spend the money within our ecosystem. And that is it. Game over. Game over. I will leave it there.
That is exciting, Collins. Marty DeGarmo, take the floor.
Can't help myself. Collins, great job. Anyway, I want to give you a couple of numbers here, just so you can have an idea of why I went a little crazy on the number. Okay, we know that there's like 4.6 billion. I think it's 5.6 billion, 5.6 billion that are online. Through technology, don't you think part of the 8 billion that more of them will be coming on? I'm going to give you an example. Since 2005, okay, since 2005, every single day, 640,000 new people come online. Every day. Over 500,000 daily. Come on. And what are they going to look for? They're going to look for value. Their customers. Technology is going to increase. Countries are going to learn ways to make more money from companies like OnPassive. Technology will bring countries that are struggling to get internet on the internet. Where do they go when they get on the internet? They're coming to OnPassive. It's going to happen. But you can't bring over 500,000 people daily, which is going to increase, and worry about a few 100,000 or 1 million here or 1 million there. It's crazy. So I just wanted to let you know that's what kind of numbers are really out there. And we keep working off of a little over half the world's population online. Technology is going to change that. It's going to change it. There's going to be more people, and more of those people are going to have access to online. It's coming. Back to what I said, timing. This is perfect timing. The world is going into a recession. In fact, they don't want to admit it, but I think we're there. And what do we have? Recession-proof products. Why? Value. Drop the freaking mic. Anyway, that's all I got to say.
You're right, Marty. It's all about value. And we have the highest value. So this is awesome. All right. Thank you to our attendees. I see you're asking some questions. We want you to place your questions and comments in the Q&A section of the webinar. Now, I see that there are questions and comments related to founders, not necessarily questions related to the webinar topic. So we do encourage you to continue to ask questions, but let's steer it to the topic. What the speakers here have spoken about, that's what we want to discuss today. And a lot of these questions are founders' questions that maybe are best answered by your sponsor or by support. So we can keep trying. This is a work in progress. This is the first time that we're doing a Q&A. And as people get accustomed, the questions and comments will get more relevant, so we understand where you're coming from. So continue to ask questions. We will look for relevant questions pertaining to the topic of this webinar. Go ahead, Collins.
Just a question someone asked in the chat. He said, what if, I think he means if a company comes in and is bigger than OnPassive?
Good. Okay, good one. In other words, is there a competition, right? It's basically, I'm paraphrasing. So I know the people here on the panel are eager to answer that one. Competition, what about it? Go ahead, Tony.
Competition? Are you kidding me? There is no competition. Big, huge corporations that are going to be coming into OnPassive are going to use our products and services to better their company, to bring in more customers, more revenue, to make them even bigger. We're going to help them. We're going to help them get bigger. There's no competition. You can't compete against OnPassive. OnPassive has everything everyone needs. How can you compete with something like that? Plus, big, huge corporations have to account to shareholders, okay? And OnPassive will never go to an IPO, initial public offering. We will never go to the stock market, okay? And that's why we're able to become free thinkers and move very, very, very quickly, years ahead of our time. We've hired professional IT people, men and women, that are free thinkers. They're allowed to be creative and come up with creative ideas as we move forward. So we're going to be moving a heck of a lot quicker than a lot of these big, huge corporations. So there is no competition because, like I said, they have to answer to their stockholders, right? I mean, their stockholders are they're not going to go to their stockholders and say, look, OnPassive is way ahead of us. We have to catch up. So we have to bring your stocks down because we need to borrow that money to catch up to OnPassive. Are you kidding me? People are greedy. They're going to say, no way, no way. I do not want my stock to go down. So, yeah, that's the thing that holds them back. And like I said before, we have all the products and services. All these huge corporations are going to be coming in by the dozens, believe me, to use our products and services. Back to you, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Red?
Thanks, Lynn. Competition is actually a word that OnPassive never use. Why? Because we're not in the competition game. It's something that has never been focused on as far as OnPassive is concerned. We have duly, diligently been working for what we want to achieve. It's nothing to do with trying to put people out of business. It's nothing to do with taking something away from another company. And in fact, we will be using a lot of other companies' services in the early stages of OnPassive. This is not in our mindset at all. What we are after is offering the consumer something that hasn't been done before. And because we are doing this, we do not feel as a business that we are competing against somebody else, because everything that we are doing is innovative, it's different, it's new, never been done before. So we have no comparison of competition because there isn't anything to compare us with. So as far as the mindset of people saying, oh, what about the competition? What about Zoom? What about this? We're not after putting these companies out of business. That's not the game plan. The game plan is, yes, to take a partial market share. We're not looking at, we want them to be there, because at the end of the day, why wouldn't we want customers and consumers to compare like for like? We want them around. We want them there so that they can have a look at Zoom, have a look at OTECH and go, which one's better for me, and make that choice and decision. So we're after taking little bits of everybody that is out there, bringing them in to our ecosystem. And when we do that, then, as we keep on saying, we will be the hunted, because all these little bits that we are taking from all of the other businesses, that will make us a huge company. We're starting off big anyway, but as time progresses, people will be coming to us, whether they like it or not, because they will have to use us. I'm going to say this again, and I've said it many, many times. The data center alone, right, is going to be the biggest game changer that is out there now. We all know of Amazon, right? We all use Amazon. Now, Amazon started as a secondhand bookstore, okay, doing secondhand books, which is a very good documentary if you ever want to know the evolution of Amazon. By the way, I divulge. And now they are the largest internet business, and I think they're probably the first $1 trillion business on the internet to date. But do you know that more than 50% of their business is not from buying and selling? It's not from delivering, which we all think is how Amazon make their money. It's from their AWS services, which is a data center. That is their largest part of their revenue, that they have in their company, and nobody knows about it, which is the ironic thing. We are going to be having, I think there's only maybe 4 or 5 companies in the world that have the similar type of capacity data centers, and we are rubbing shoulders with these kind of guys. And when you come into the marketplace offering the same amount of service and bandwidth and all the rest of it that is needed for their cloud hosting, and you say, I'll give it you unlimited for half the price, what do you think these companies are going to do? Like Tony said, they're beholden to shareholders. They have to show profit. And this is a massive way of being able to shave off static costs of a business and being able to show a greater profit. And that's what they're going to do. And again, that will bring millions, if not billions of dollars into the company of OnPassive. That's it for me. Back to you.
Great, Red. Now we go on to Marty DeGarmo.
Absolutely, Red. Hey, here's the thing. Look, the company is based on what? Consumer and value. Let the chips fall where they may. We're not in here to say, oh, we're going to take over that, we're going to take over this. A story, since Red mentioned this, there's a very good video about it. When Amazon came on, they came online. Afterwards, Barnes & Noble came on. They were a multi-million-dollar company. Huge. And those guys got together with Jeff Bezos and said, oh my God, Amazon Barnes & Noble just came online. What are we going to do? He said, I can't do anything about Barnes & Noble. I'm going to focus on the customer and give them what they want. Barnes & Noble's gone. OnPassive, same thing. Focus on what the customers need. As we far in the company, never mention money. Why? Do they have to? No. You mention value. We don't mention competition. We mention we're going to give the customers the best experience of their life in every product we make. The competition, there is no competition. It's about doing the best for people, giving them the best quality, the best technology. Let the chips fall where they may. But competition, it's just not there. Like Red said, who can you compare us to? All of those companies took 10, 20, 30, some 90, some 100 years to make $1 billion. We're going to start with more money, more value than companies ever made in the history of their company, in a lot of cases. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about where it's going to happen. If you focus on the right thing, the chips will fall where they may. And some people won't be happy where those chips land. Anyway, that's all I got.
So Marty, I would say that OnPassive is the new sheriff in town. So watch out, world, as we watch what OnPassive has to offer it. Thank you very much. All right, now we go to Kido, who is in South Africa. He asked several questions, but the one that's relevant to today is the traffic question. He asks, does one have to be popular for targeted traffic to buy from you? So it's a traffic question, which is relevant to business solutions. Anybody can take that. Tony, go ahead.
I'm sorry, let me see if I got the answer. Does one have to be popular in order to have guaranteed targeted traffic? Is that what he's saying?
So how do we get traffic to buy from us? Do we have to be popular and then the traffic will say, oh, I like your products or services, therefore I'm going to buy from you? I guess that's the question.
Okay, well, the traffic, we have agencies, I believe we have agencies that we work with, traffic in Singapore, that's going to be dealing with the traffic part of it. I don't know exactly how it's going to come about, but what I know is what Ash did say not too long ago on a webinar, that he wouldn't be happy if the return on investment wasn't 20 to 25%. What I've been used to in the past as a marketer is if I got 1% or 2%, I'd be the happiest guy on the planet. we're talking about 20 to 25%. So where he's getting that traffic from, I have no idea. I can just assume I know where it's coming from because I've been dealing with this for a long time, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. But what I'm going to say is that obviously the traffic he's going to be using is second to none. It's probably the best traffic on the planet as far as I'm concerned. This is a man that created a list of 850 million people. You know, I mean, that's unheard of. You know, a lot of these 7-figure earners that make 7 figures a month, they're lucky if they have 3 million people on their list. So obviously he knows where to get the traffic. He uses different forms of marketing to get this traffic. What he does is he creates a frenzy of people out there that want what we have by marketing. He brands us. He's branding OnPassive, and he started in in Dubai at the Burj Khalifa when we advertised on the side of the Burj Khalifa, plus all these screens, the digital screens and so on. What that does is it creates awareness. So eventually what happens is we become the hunted when it comes to something like that type of marketing. But the traffic is absolutely amazing. I was thrown for a loop. For example, you know, in the old days, if I bought 1,000 clicks, it would cost me $1,000 to buy 1,000 clicks. I'd be lucky if I got 50% return, 50% opt-in rate. People that would put in their emails and their details on that form. 50%, I'd be very, very, very surprised. Let's say OnPassive gets 50% because these are guaranteed targeted traffic, people that are looking for what we have. So if let's say the opt-in rate is 50%, now we've got 500 people that are interested. They're already in the platform. Okay, let's say in the old days, 1% conversion rate, a return on investment, 1%, that would be 5 people that would have bought the products. In this case, we're talking 20%. Ash is talking 20, 25%. Let's use the 20% in that scenario I just brought up. That's 100 people that just bought the products. Not 5, 100, 95 more people bought the products. Now that is huge. That is huge. The traffic is absolutely phenomenal in OnPassive. Where he's getting the traffic from, I have no idea. Obviously, he knows where to get it. So, but it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, Lynn, and pass it on to Red here. Thanks.
Thank you, Tony. Go ahead, Red.
Okay, traffic. Do we have to be popular? No, we don't, because that's not how it works. When we purchase, when we activate our accounts as a founder with OnPassive, then part of that activation is we get traffic. Now, everybody as a founder will get the same amount of traffic there or thereabouts, but that doesn't guarantee anything past that stage. And why? Because, say, for instance, we get 200 clicks or traffic, whatever you want to call it, for us. I might be the luckiest person in the world and I might get 20 sales out of that 200. Tony here, he has it 200 again and he only gets 1 sale. This is why when people say one position, how much am I going to earn? There's not a one system fits all. It is completely variable. As Ash has said, it's going to be very hybrid, different, and all the rest of it. And that is because there's no guarantee as far as who is going to buy, who is not going to buy. But one thing is guaranteed is that people will get the same amount of traffic. The popularity is going to come from the consumer wanting something. Okay, that's where popularity, viral, whatever you want to call it, it only needs for kids to get hold of it. And that's what causes viral effects. It's happened so many times. Just to name a few, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok. There's 3 just off the bat that have all gone viral because of consumership. The way that it works, you know, it just explodes very, very quickly. The same could happen with any one of our products or services. It only needs that one to get hold of it. Boom, it's going to go mad. So that when the traffic is going out, okay, if people have heard about it or seen it or whatever, then the popularity of that product that they've already know about, you're going to have a much better click-through rate and sign-up rate for it. But one thing's for sure, traffic is there guaranteed as a founder, because it's what we are paying the company to do. At the end of the day, this is the automation. They give us a domain name, build us a website, targeted traffic, and that's why it is a passive income and why you do not have to do anything, because they get busy on your behalf. Back over to you.
Great points. Thank you, Red. We go now to Marty DeGarmo.
I wish I could have went before Red. But anyway, yeah, what they were saying, the point is, the question was, does somebody get more traffic because they're popular? The answer is traffic is blind. It doesn't care who you are. He's going to run X amount of visitors to each one of us. And like Red said, I could have 100 visitors, 50 pay if I'm lucky. Red could have the same 140 pay. Tony could have 105 pay. We don't know that. Now, AI kicks in and works with these people, and I think that's where you get the percentage will increase. But I think people also think, well, is Marty going to get more because he's Marty? No. I might get more because I'm going to market. Now, that's the only way. I mean, I might add more because I'm adding more. But you could go to OnPassive and say, fill up your cabin, fill up your wallet, fill up your gas tank, and say, look, I want to take this extra money and buy more traffic. You can do that. But as far as having it face to traffic, no, it doesn't care who you are. It only cares what they're looking at. So, yeah, no way is there any popularity in traffic, because it's not going to know who we are. I don't want it to know, and they don't want to know. They're looking at something they want to buy. So that's all.
It's a good job there's no face to traffic, Marty, because you and me be writing this shit.
Oh my God, yeah, I'd be broke for life.
Thanks, Marty. Next, we have Bob Takusi.
Yes, I agree with you there, Marty. And I think the direct quote from Mr. Ash is that the traffic is going to be AI wholesale direct from the source with a 20 to 25% conversion rate. And it's for all, for every founder. So long as you're a founder, the traffic, I think the office in Singapore, that's what they are special. That's what they are focused on, making sure that this traffic comes to each and every one of us and is distributed equally. That's just what I want to add.
Thank you for that clarification. Tony?
Lynn, just before Tony comes in, I'm going to slide off now. Is that okay? And
that's
I'll
perfectly
catch you guys
fine.
later.
Thank you,
Red. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate you. Thank you. Bye, Red.
Thank you, Red.
Yep, you can leave, Red.
All right, let's go on to Tony.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, remember, there's also people looking for stuff on a consistent basis with these search engines, right? Let's use this as an example. People, the words, how do I make money on the internet, or how do I make money online? For example, if you go to Google, you'll see that 2.4 billion people on a monthly basis are looking for those keywords. Okay, we have something called the reseller position. Once customers start coming in for our products, they're going to love our products, and we're going to have more customers than resellers. These customers are going to do the search. How do I make money on the internet, or how do I make money with OnPassive? And our keywords are embedded in our websites. Those keywords that I'm talking about. Many keywords relating to our products, keywords relating to the affiliate marketing part of it. I don't like to say the affiliate word, but affiliate is the same thing as reseller, okay, except we use reseller, the reseller position. And a lot of people are going to be searching for that. And we're going to have a huge amount of people that are going to be searching for that. And we're going to be right there in front of them. They're going to put their names in, and they're going to use the reseller position. They're going to be customers first. Everyone comes in as a customer first, but they'll have the opportunity to be a reseller. But I just wanted to give you an example of how many people on a monthly basis look for a way to make money on the internet, whether it's affiliate or what have you, right? And there's 2.4 billion people on a monthly basis that look for how to make money on the internet. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Marty will be needing to leave soon, so we're going to wrap it up with Collins Mana.
Yeah, great webinar, great question. So just have something in mind. You know, I know Paul already asked a lot of questions, but you know, when I'm coming from the IT background, and I don't like founders to be seen OnPassive as a multi-level marketing, because they talk about affiliate, they talk about this. So it's just pushing them that mindset that, oh, what is it? OnPassive is a global IT company. Founders or no founders, Mr. Ashford will be the world richest man, like Jeff Bezos. Microsoft own it with his family. There's no founder there, but they are making their money because they'll put the products out there. Whether we like it or not, we'll buy it. The reason why a lot of founders are seeing this is the way OnPassive was introduced to them. Because when they hear this affiliate, the resellers and stuff, they just feel like, my goodness, I'm still in that one platform. Remember, IT company built that platform for companies to buy it. When you look at Mary Kay website, who built it? It's IT company. It's not Mary Kay. Amazon, yes, it's an IT company, but it was a marketplace, and then they decided to go into full-blown. A lot of people forget that Amazon has data center, physical products. So we are talking about OnPassive with almost unlimited products, data center, innovation lab, all of those things. So most of the founders, when you think you look at what we have, disruptive of our product, we are talking about marketplace. We have OMAT, we have O-commerce, we have O-shop, branding, where you can brand yourself. We have O-create to build your website. We have O-domain. What are you thinking about? We have O-tracker, O-virtual. These are all digital products. IT company will even come and participate and buy it. All staff, they will use it. Who are those coming? They are all founders. They are all customers. Those who are out there looking for this. I remember what a friend called me yesterday. Their company is moving from the HR product they have because they said it is outdated. It's not like outdated. It cannot support the business anymore, and they are looking for something new. That's a company with almost 1 million customers and employees that are working for this company. You know, they are looking for a new, and they've just got one. I said, my goodness, this person who told me is a founder. I said, my goodness, I wish all staff is out there so they can take a look at this. This is what we are talking about. Company that build real solution, IT company, global IT company. So it is nothing to do with the thing people are getting in their head that, oh, if I come here, what will I gain? Just remember that if you're not the founder, you will use the product. Whether you like it or not, you will use one of these products. And when you use it, you'll be putting money in OnPassive. I always call OnPassive. It can be a founder because all of us are OnPassive. OnPassive have just put us, we've cloned OnPassive. What OnPassive have done is the founders have formed a wall around around OnPassive. That's what Mr. Ashford designed. So whether you come from Sky, you will land on a founder. You cannot go through OnPassive without, you cannot go to OnPassive without passing through the founders. That's how the OnPassive is structured. But remember, it is an IT company with solutions. They build it and put it there. And customers, billions upon billions will come because there is something everyone on this planet Earth needs in OnPassive. And that is how the money will come. That is where the money will come. It is about the products. If you look at how disruptive these products are, you will not even think about money because money will not be a problem. So that's I want to throw it out there for those who are still thinking of this crazy thing. Wipe it off your head because one product can solve all our problems. Besides, we don't need to throw it out there and they will come. Companies will come. They will buy it to make money. Our platform marketing company will buy our platform to do their multi-level marketing. Who build it is OnPassive because we are digital, we are IT company. We build it, take it, go and do your multi-level. And what will they do? They'll bid and they'll pay us subscription. We're making money. We don't care what they do, as long as you keep on the guidelines, rules, and regulation of OnPassive, that you cannot tarnish the image of OnPassive. Use it judiciously and nicely. What will happen? They'll promote their multi-level and we are making money. We'll build it OnPassive because it's an IT company. So I just want to throw it out there. So a lot of customers or whoever, they should get this. We are nothing like that. We are typical. Never been done before.
That was great, Collins. We are going to be wrapping up soon, but I do want to give an opportunity to each of our panelists to say a final word. So if you are inclined to do so, raise your hand and I will call on you and then we will wrap up. All right, so we're good. Thank you all for being here. We had close to 300 attendees. I do see that the chat was active. The actual YouTube chats were very active as well. We saw good discussions happening. People were very appropriate. This is our first time doing an interactive forum in which our attendees can ask relevant questions. We saw that some of the questions were not particularly on the topic, but many of them were. So as we use this format on a permanent basis, I think people will get used to it and understand what the format is. So this is a work in progress, but we do appreciate your attendance. We had, as I said, good questions, and I hope that you attendees benefited, that you learned something new, that we addressed some of your questions, and that you were able to express yourselves. So we do look forward to seeing you every week at this time, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Please join us. We publicize this webinar through the back office. It is a public webinar, so you will see it listed on social media as well, on Telegram, WhatsApp, Facebook. So you'll be able to find us some way and somehow, all righty? So thank you again for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you for your participation and for your loyalty to our OTECH Pros webinar. So on behalf of our OTECH Pros and our speakers, Tony and Red and Marty, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.